Bring in Congressman Tim Ryan from Ohio. Congressman, great to have you with us tonight. Not a lot of conversation about Ohio and the attack on workers again in pensions. Lo and behold, yet another rejection. How do you read it?
Same. I think you laid it out there beautifully. Not only that, we had a independent mayor in Toledo who supported the abolishing collective bargaining. He lost his race yesterday up in the northwestern part of the state. So I think you're right. This country is moving. When framed properly, when we talk directly about economic impact, when we talk to the heart and the soul of the American people, they vote for the Democrats. And we've got to continue the momentum. We've got to continue with a big, bold agenda that's going to shift this country. And I think, the more the health care rolls out, the more of these investments that we could talk about that we want to make, that they keep fighting, the better off we're going to be.
Congressman, your reaction to Terry McAuliffe's win in Virginia when the Republicans have been out there 48 hours before the election saying that this is going to be a referendum on Obamacare. Now, Cuccinelli was outspent in Virginia. No question about that, and money does make a difference. But you know what? Everybody's playing by the same rules. Bottom line here is they were counting on Obamacare to be the linchpin to victory for Cuccinelli, and it didn't work. Does that say anything?
Right. Well, yeah, and Terry McAuliffe was not only a Democrat, he was a Democrat's Democrat. I mean, he ran, he was the party chair, the Clintons were in the last few days, the president was in the last few days, and so I think that was significant. But I loved how McAuliffe framed his arguments as well, saying that Democratic policies are the policies that create jobs, whether it's new car plants or new alternative energy or renewable energy businesses. You've got to have research, you've got to have investments, you've got to have public-private partnerships. That's how economic development happens on the ground in Youngstown or in Virginia. You've got to have business and the public entities and the NGOs all working together. That's not what we're getting from the Tea Party. The Tea Party is deregulate, defund, let the free market work, and as you stated with the Social Security numbers that came out, that increases inequality in the country. So McAuliffe, I think, has hit the sweet spot with how Democrats need to talk about the economy. Public-private partnerships and invest in these new sectors that will put people back to work.
I don't know how the
campaign down there.
I don't know how the Republicans are going to rehabilitate themselves between now and the midterms, because all of the issues that the Democrats have been talking about clearly adopted by Terry McAuliffe in Virginia, and he wins. Now, okay, it's 55,000 votes. Would you take a 55,000 vote win in the state of Ohio? Absolutely you would. And he just win, baby. That's the name of the game. And we saw two minimum wage increases take place last night in the backyard of Republican governors. I just think that this was a great night for the Democrats, no matter how you slice it. In fact, if Chris Christie hadn't have been there winning, what in the world would the mainstream media have been talking about today? Holy smokes, there's no highlights there for the Republicans.
If you look at Christie, too, I mean, here's a guy, you had a natural disaster, which always bodes well for incumbents. You had him walking arm in arm on the beach with President Obama. And so, of course, that scenario is going to shift. But I thought the one the one element from the poll that I saw, not just the minimum wage and that stuff, Hillary Clinton still beat him in New Jersey for president. Yeah. So as popular as he may be, even in his own state, Hillary beat him.
Integrity of the vote is going to be very important in your state. Your Secretary of State's race with Nina Turner is going to be a huge race for the Democrats nationwide. But I also think the win last night by Terry McAuliffe in Virginia, connecting to the integrity of the vote, I think whoever runs on the Democratic ticket is going to need Virginia. This was a big, big win for 2016 for the Democrats. Tim Ryan, great to have you with us. Congratulations on your Buckeyes. Are they getting respect in the polls? I mean, they're I think number 4, right?
Yeah, we're going to need somebody to make a mistake, but we're going to do our part.